The good Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes basketball team, Art Basel. I like those free drinks. The okay Miami Heat. They're okay. Miami Hurricanes football team. They're okay. Pinstripe Bowl, Rutgers. But it's a good weekend. Why? Because my cousin Vladimir Louison and I, Band-Aid by the way, are here with you. That is right. We are back. WQAM 560 on the Odyssey app, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for listening. And of course, Facebook Live. That's YouTube, Twitch, the whole 9 yards. Got a lot to get into, Vlad. We missed each other so much. So good to see you. So
it's been a minute.
The Dolphins now, number 1 seed in the AFC. I know Mike McDaniel called me when it's a 13-week season. I get that. Still, better to be in first after 13 weeks than not. Let's say that.
No, I respect it, though. I respect his attitude because he just wants to make sure they don't fall in the same loophole that they did last year.
Up this week as I was running around town. You know, I'm always somewhere, whether it's Monday night at Funky Buddha, Tuesday at downtown or Fort Lauderdale, Wednesday, 26th degree Bruin in Pompano Beach, and Thursday at Duffy's Plantation. People say, oh, watch out, the 49ers are the best team now. No. And I say this. One game does not make a season, just like one season does not make a game. Get what I'm saying? There's one win over the...
Wait. I get the first part. How does one season does not make a game?
The 49ers are the best team this season. Are the Patriots that year they were undefeated? Only takes one slip up in the postseason to end the season. Nothing is given. You know what I'm saying? Now it comes down most likely to the NFC Championship game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the 49ers. Who's going to win that one? And that's why I say all this Dolphins crap about who they beaten, they can't beat a winning team. Guess what? They start winning games in the playoffs, that narrative is gone. So let's forget that narrative. Let's look at their record right now and say, look, this is a good team. They start winning games in the playoffs. They are going to erase the narrative of they can't beat a good team. They can't do any of that. Dolphins looking pretty good. The Heat, there's a high ceiling, right, Vlad? We have a high ceiling with the Heat. They just have not got anywhere near that ceiling yet. And that loss last night, the Cavs, was brutal. 111-99.
Juice.
He didn't go off, but
got his revenge, man. He busted on you guys. 3-pointers everywhere.
K-Love did not get his revenge last night.
No.
I don't know if that was a narrative, but nonetheless. Does Kevin Love got revenge on his mind against any team, the Minnesota Timberwolves?
No, he's got a title. He don't care about you guys.
Care about that? You almost forget he played with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was their franchise.
No, I can remember. He was Mr. Double-Double.
It was just me who forgot. I don't know. Well, what we're going to get into is, of course, a lot of Dolphins. We're going to get into some of the Hurricanes. We're going to talk about the college football playoff, the murder. We're going to get into it all like we usually do, Vlad. Plus, we're going to get into some of our regular segments like what I like and maybe a little bit of something or nothing. We only have 2 hours today. Then we get you ready for Army, Navy. Of course, I'm more than happy to step aside for Army, Navy, go Army, by the way. Because it's something that's, important to this country, and you gotta love that game. It's a tradition. And then the Heisman Trophy, once again.
Yeah, I think your guy has it because none of the other guys played well. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, to all you guys watching on YouTube and Twitch, we're using this is our first time in the new studio, so they're not hearing sound right now. No.
Really? Hmm. What are we not hearing sound? Okay, I don't know.
I don't give a rat's ass anymore. I don't care. Like I'm sick of these damn. All right, yes, everybody gets recruits, bro. We get it. We get it. I don't care about that no more. That's an interesting one. Only because Shiano wants, Shiano's gonna want revenge. That that is Shiano. So that's gonna be interesting. Playing at Yankee Stadium. That's interesting.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while since we've been on the air, and obviously we've got hiccups. I know if you're on the radio right now, you probably you're on the switch on YouTube. Let us know if you're tuning right now with just all types of levels, doing all types of great things. We're gonna get back to sports. We're gonna get a big rock on here, rolling right. I don't know. Flat about 40 different emails. Not really that. So emails flat, and I don't know. I don't know if everybody can hear me, if everybody can't hear me. What about everything that's happening? Yep, still down. Sound like you're in speakerphone. Well, your voice like cool. Let's see. I'm not doing it. Oh, that probably will make it better if I got it turned up. But it's 65, kind of fine. Now, do I sound like a speakerphone? What am I doing?
So you're going to another Art Basel event? I'm going out to a. I'm gonna be down south tonight. 40th anniversary. 40th anniversary of Scarface. So it's gonna be a screening, and one Mr. Al Pacino will be out there watching a movie with all of us. Al Pacino, yes, Tony Montana, baby. You know how much cocaine is gonna be out there. There's a lot of cocaine being used in Art Basel right now. It's crazy. I don't know. Al's still potent, man. He just had a child. I don't know, but yeah, yeah. I mean, what is there to talk about? Look, it's the holidays. The end of the year. Heat lost last night to the Cavs. What's wrong with Bam? Hurricanes basketball team got their ass whipped this week by Kentucky, but or was it last week? I'm sorry, it might have been last week. Yeah, but they beat Notre Dame in a good ACC opener. Colorado Buffaloes tomorrow at 2. Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, if you're not doing anything during the holiday season, it'll be cool to go to Coral Gables and go watch the King scene. Watch the Final Four participant from last season. Panthers are winning. Panthers are winning. And Heat, it's up and down. Really up and down with the Heat because of the injury problems. But last night, I thought Jay Rich was going to have the night of nights, man. He started off hot. And then, I don't know what happened. Like from midway through the second quarter to halftime, I don't know what happened. The Heat were the Heat up by double digits at a time? I think the Heat were up by double digits. They were up, and then all of a sudden, boom. Cleveland couldn't miss. And that Garland and Mitchell. It's funny when teams have team meetings, it always helps, doesn't it? It sure. Most of the times it helps. Cavaliers had a team meeting like a week, like 10 days ago, and it sure has helped them. But it's all right, man. Good. Look, right now, South Florida is all about the Dolphins right now.
No, that's what it's all about, man.
Guys are on in-season Hard Knocks. Mike McDaniel's everybody's favorite coach. Tua is more loved than ever. everybody's loving Tyreek because they get to see the personality that Tyreek is, and you're also getting to meet other members of the team.
Someone was telling me like, "Oh, this Hard Knocks is good because I'm a Dolphins fan." Most of the Hard Knocks are pretty good. I mean, I watched last year, and I enjoyed the Arizona. Man, wow, right now. All right, I enjoyed the Arizona Cardinals one. I enjoyed the Detroit Lions ones. Dan Campbell was a breakout star. So I don't know. I mean, I do like it. You have a little extra juice because it is the Dolphins, but it's one of those things.
No, but listen, man, it's good. Dolphins are in first place. They're 9-3. You have maybe two players who are in the MVP conversation.
Seems like maybe I'm back now. I don't know if you touched something or I touched something, Vlad.
No, Sergey still said you need to sit next to me for some reason. I don't know why.
I just got a text, welcome back from Seth. So maybe I am back on the Twitch and the YouTube and everything else. Different settings in different studios. And of course, we have no tech team here because
it's Saturday.
It's our weekend, man, Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I don't know. You can hear us on the radio right now. Apologize for all the crappiness that's been going on. Oh, Hard Rock Casino. Hold up, man. Hard Rock.
Oh, yes, and gambling's allowed for everyone.
I went to go see Sophie Tucker at Dare nightclub.
Last night?
No, last Saturday.
Okay.
No, Vlad. I would not be here right now doing what I'm doing. Okay, now it seems like we're back. So, Vlad, you know what we're going to do? You're going to take a commercial break. Wait, we're going to take a commercial break. You might go out in that stairwell and collect yourself for a minute. I might just go collect.
I don't know what you're talking about. We almost got caught the other day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, whoa. Never mind. I'm joking. It's all jokes. I do have a proposition for you off the air. We'll talk about that. But what we're going to do now, sounds like, number one, I'm back. Okay, sounds back, but still sounds like you're in a speakerphone. Okay. Well, let's try this now. This is winging it live on the air. Let me try to put this on.
No, your mic's on.
Okay, but I'm talking about on the Twitch or YouTube and everything like that. Do we sound perfectly fine? So Sergey says that I sound like I am a speakerphone. Let me text my only IT.
Gilman, he always tunes in. Much appreciation. On right now. I don't think I'm doing. What's going on in the hallway?
But yeah. So have you done any of the gaming at Hard Rock?
Yes, a lot.
And have you won anything? I'm just saying.
Yes.
Oh, a lot?
Not a lot.
Hey, you're ahead of the game right now.
Well, I was there. Well, here's the thing. And I know we're going to go to break, but, we'll give us a couple minutes. Listen, I've been waiting for this all my life down here, man. So when it happened last year, I jumped on it. Pause.
Oh, so you had the app.
I had the app the minute that thing dropped, bro, last year. And I was like, yes. I even thought Robbie D. I was like, hey, Robbie D, since that's a move. That's a move. Because sometimes you don't want to go all the way to Vegas or Atlantic City and all this stuff. And then you've seen all these other states getting gambling, getting weed, getting gambling.
Yeah.
Getting all these things that were so frowned upon before are being passed and legalized and everyone's having fun. And we're South Florida. The state of Florida, not having gambling? Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
That is weird.
That was ridiculous.
In Louisiana, about 100 years ago, you could live roulette and do all that stuff. So, it takes a long, I don't know, whatever. It's here now.
But it's here now. I felt bad for the people that had to wait a month to get in because last month it was allowed and everybody who jumped first, I was about to say a pause, who were first to sign up when it was released last year, they were grandfathered in. They were in immediately when it was passed. And now, I believe, when was it? December, was it 2 days ago? December 8th? Oh, no, 7th. December 7th.
Thursday.
It was everyone now and is allowed to use the gaming app, the Hard Rock Bet app in South Florida.
I love it. My dude Clive just hit me up. He's from Duffy's in Plantation. I see him all the time, hang out. He says I need a shot. I do need a shot. So I'm going to take a shot. Clive's also from Florida State.
Oh, we got some things to talk about, baby.
Next. Tua weighed in. And you know he's an Alabama guy, and I love Tua, but I don't know about all this. We're going to hear what Tua had to say, and then we're going to hear what Vlad and I have to say about this college football playoff. Last time it's Final Four teams. That's next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
Put yourself there, and then you might mute yourself.
Station, and there we are, 24/7.
Ooh, you have to unmute yourself.
Yesterday for Alabama, them making it to the football playoffs. And here on this show, we're always trying to have breaking news. So do you want to talk about what we talked about in the commercial break, where you said that actually Florida State should have gotten in over Alabama?
I did not say any of that, I promise. To all my Alabama buddies, everyone in Alabama, I'm Road Tide all the way. I did not say that. Now, do I think it's fair? I don't think it's fair. But do I think it's right? That too. I don't know. It's one of those deals where you got to leave it up to the committee's decision and allow them to make that decision.
Two on the Manning cast, basically saying without saying,
yeah, Alabama shouldn't be in. Florida State got it.
Yeah. I think everyone is agreeing. Oh, do we have a consenting opinion that Florida State should?
No. Florida State got chipped.
Absolutely.
Alabama definitely deserves to be in there as well.
Okay, let's break it all down. I'll tell you right now. I am absolutely sick of Nick Saban holding college football hostage. It's absolutely disgusting. The second Alabama lose the game this year, second game of the season, it would be a travesty. We're still one of the best.
They won 11 in a row.
All year, got their ass handed to them at home, by the way.
They lost by 10. With
every event.
They lost by 10.
Nonetheless, Nick Saban, it's not fair. And then if they don't get in, heaven forbid they don't get in.
Dan, can you honestly think of an SEC champion with one loss not getting into the college football playoffs? You're lying, because if that was, you're lying. The only reason why you're saying that is because it's Bama. If that was LSU, that was in that same situation. The only loss they had to was Florida State, right? Early in the season. Say that the only loss you guys had, the Bayou Bengals had, was the first game against a top 5 or top 10 Florida State team, right? And then you win every game after that. And you win the SEC title. Are you going to tell me you, an LSU Tiger fan, would say, no, you don't deserve to be in the championship game because you with a one loss? You going to say that? Now, did Florida State deserve to get in? Yes, they did. And they should be in. Because I don't care what you say. You play the games, and if I don't have anything crooked on the right-hand side of the column or anything crooked under the letter L, and I did everything that I was required to do to get to the college football playoffs, which was win my conference championship, go undefeated, been ranked in the top 10 and the top 4. Yes. The problem was they could not allow themselves to not have an SEC champion there. And also, here's the other thing, guys. They didn't want to screw Texas. Because you know why? Texas is joining the SEC next season. And they weren't going to screw Washington. You know why? Because Washington's joining the Big Ten plus 7 teams. That's how many teams are in the Big Ten. It's like Big Ten plus like 10. They might as well call it a Big 20. But they weren't going to do that. Florida State got screwed. It's nasty work. They should have called an audible and had Florida State play Alabama this weekend. They could have done that. I don't understand why they're not doing that. They could have just had a game.
Odd precedent.
Because it would have been, this is an odd precedent as well. Like, dog, here's what's going to happen, this would make me laugh. What if Alabama and Texas win the college football playoffs, right? And Florida State somehow beats Georgia in the Orange Bowl.
Florida State could back their way into a national.
No, they won't back their way in a national title. What's going to happen is the national champion is going to have one loss, and the second-ranked team is going to be a team that won a Power 5, their own conference championship, and beat the team that many believe should be in the college football playoffs themselves. and was number 1 on a 29-game winning streak until they lost to Alabama. And by the way, you know who has the second longest winning streak in college football right now?
Second longest
No.
winning streak.
Well, they had the second. Now they have the current. I think they have the current longest winning streak in college football.
It's got to be Florida State.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It was Georgia. And Georgia had to screw things up and let Nick Saban into the party. And now Michigan's got to hold their breath because if Nick Saban gets a month to scheme, he can beat anybody. This is the thing. Is it about the most deserving teams or is it about the best 4 teams? Or is it about
individuality? Because what you're telling me,
advertising, money making.
It's definitely about money, bro. Because what you're telling me is this.
Tell me this.
Jordan Travis
doesn't get hurt.
Doesn't get hurt. Are you say Jordan Travis doesn't get hurt, right? Florida State wins. They don't, they beat Louisville 30-3 or whatever.
Doesn't matter. They win.
They win. Are you telling me you're gonna be able see the thing about Jordan, they don't look the same with Jordan Travis? That's BS. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Alabama didn't look that great against Auburn. It took a freaking unbelievable 4th down play by Milroe. I don't understand the coverage Auburn had, but that was it.
Yeah.
They barely and Auburn lost to New Mexico. They got blown out in New Mexico at Jordan Hare.
Nobody loses to New Mexico.
But so what you're basically telling me is that you had Florida State as really the 6th best team in the country, and the only reason why you gave them number 5 is because they were a conference champion.
Undefeated.
Yeah, but be really their conference champion because they really wanted to put Georgia at number 5, and if there was a way they could have put Georgia at number 4, that they would have.
I thought they were going to kind of do that. Anyway.
Sadly enough,
I want to ask you this though.
Go ahead.
I want to ask hypotheticals because I love giving you hypotheticals. If it's about the best 4 teams in the country right now, let me give you a hypothetical situation, and we're going to use Alabama because they're like that. Let's say at the beginning of the season, Alabama's got some issues. They can't figure out their quarterback. Maybe their offensive coordinator isn't very good. They lose. So let's just say to start the season, South Alabama, Vanderbilt, and Florida. But then they make a switch at quarterback. They fire the offensive coordinator, get someone in, and they win out the rest of the games. They blow everybody out by 50. Hands down, at the end of the season, the best team in the country is Alabama because they made those adjustments. Should they get in? Because they did lose some bad games, but it's not about.
Which one, Alabama?
Yeah.
Alabama only lost 1 bad game. It was.
But what I'm saying is theoretically, if it's just about the best 4 teams at the end of the season, and Alabama lost a terrible game to let's just say South Alabama at the beginning of the season, and then they kind of figured things out at the end, it was obvious they were the best team. Should they be in, or should you say, "Oh, the resume doesn't look that good"? Because what they're telling you is they don't care about.
But with that 1 loss,
why play the game?
But with that 1 loss, did they also win the SEC title?
They won the SEC title.
Then they did. Not only did they improve, but they also did one of the requirements. That's the thing. The reason why it bothers me.
What did Florida State not do?
That's what I'm saying. Florida
quarterback hurt.
That's the only reason. That's the thing. Florida State did exactly everything that they were supposed to. And what you're telling me, yes, you can look at the team and say they're not the same team. But nobody's the same team. Texas ain't the same team. Texas played in. Come on, man. They played Oklahoma State. They mollywopped them. Now, if they had played Oklahoma, maybe it might have been a different situation. Maybe, because Oklahoma beat them. Florida State, that's the thing. You're right. What you're telling me is it doesn't matter who you play.
The regular season, you always are the king of this, Vlad. But regular season means nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Obviously, it doesn't to the committee because it's all about money, making Nick Saban happy, and keeping
it's happened all throughout sports, professionally and amateurs. Because look, what's the point of having what was the reason to have a playing tournament?
For the NBA?
Yeah, it was automatically the eight teams with the best records would always get in the playoffs. Now you're allowing 9 and 10 to get in. So if I'm 6 games better than the team, they have one opportunity to beat me and they get in after I played an 82 game schedule. Ridiculous. Why? More money. Damn advertisers. Networks. That's it. More money.
You think about it. They had a chance to put in Alabama, huge fan base, almost ridiculously sick fan base. Texas, lots of odds.
Oh, and by the way, you're right about what you're about to say. They totally is like, we could care about Florida. Florida will always come back. we can't lose Bama and Texas.
No.
We can't lose Tuscaloosa and Austin.
And Florida State's got great fans. Don't get me wrong. They've got a good fan base, but they have nowhere near the volume that Alabama and Texas have.
If there was a T that they didn't want to lose, they didn't want to lose Tuscaloosa. But they sure can not give a rat's ass about Tallahassee.
No, it's not a big market.
And that's what they did. And that's what they did.
They would try to get Georgia.
Now everybody's saying
Georgia in
they
before.
wanted to. Now, if everybody's saying that TCU last year, here's
Okay,
my
they won a game.
That's what I'm saying. TCU got into the playoffs and beat Michigan, who everybody loved. Michigan was number 2 in the country. TCU was number 3. They beat them. It's just that Georgia was going to beat anybody's ass last season.
Yeah, they were. Ask you a tough question, Vlad. If you're a Michigan Wolverine fan, Leroy Hoard, you're holding your breath right now.
Oh, you didn't want to see that. You wanted Florida State
That's
to get
the last thing you want.
You wanted Florida State with a backup quarterback or a third-string quarterback to play. You don't want to see Jalen Monroe and that Bama team.
I'm not saying Alabama pound for pound is better than Michigan. What I am saying is,
I'm saying pound for pound. I'm saying pound for pound. I'm saying pound for pound.
Pound for pound.
Yeah. The only reason why McCarthy's good. Some people have him as a first-round pick. I'm not too sure about that.
I don't know about that.
But Milrose, just his capability, the way he prolongs plays, and now he's a better passer than he was before. He's a better passer than he was before.
Keep him in the pocket all
but
day.
You can't, and they
all he wants to do is run.
No, because he's going to run if all his guys are covered.
Keep him in the pocket.
And I want to see what Michigan's going to do, because Michigan's going to try to play Big Ten football. Now, Alabama ain't one of those teams. There's nothing finesse about Alabama. There's nothing finesse about Michigan.
Nope.
When those two collide, I don't know if Michigan's going to think they can big boy Alabama. If they do, props to them. But they ain't not going to big boy Alabama. Texas and Washington's going to be good.
Cheering for Washington in this whole thing. They're the only ones that are clean, it seems like. Michigan, you got the whole Spygate thing going on.
Sergey, man, yeah, I give you a point for that. Sergey's like, Michigan already has videotape. Who cares?
Right. So it's not a level playing field. It's the Cheetah Bowl. We're going to get Michigan and Alabama.
That was another thing. I give Stephen A. Smith credit on his first take. He was like, if anybody should be upset, Florida State should be upset with anybody. It should be Michigan because they've been cheating. Like, you got your coach missed half the season. He missed the beginning third because of the cheeseburgers. He missed the last third because of the videotape. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta love Jim Harbaugh might win a college football playoff by not even coaching half the whole season.
There now, Saban and Harbaugh face to face.
And that's the other thing.
A lot of class.
And that's another thing, like you said earlier, Cousin. The sizzle. What's gonna sell?
Oh, it's
Harbaugh versus Nick
Saban.
Harbaugh versus Saban.
Michigan, Alabama.
Well, Michigan and Alabama, the top 2 winningest programs in college football's history. You have those two. It's going to sell more than Harbaugh versus Norville.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Now,
with that being said, I am protesting. I am not going to watch the post game of the Alabama-Michigan game. I'm just watching the pregame and the game. I don't want to hear about it afterwards.
Why? You don't want to? Because you don't want to hear about Michigan winning?
You thought I was going to say something else, like I wanted to watch the game. Oh no, I'm still watching the game.
Oh, shoot! I'm watching the game. Guess what?
Florida State fans are like, you know what?
That's another thing. Florida State fan. Listen. I would have boycotted if the Florida State team right then and there after they found out that they weren't going to play. I really wish they said, "Nah, we're not going on. We're not going to go to a bowl game." You can't do that because it's no. Yeah, because the university's gonna be like, oh no. We might be upset there, but whoa. 7 million still is good. Still
Get
good.
off your high horse right now. We need that money, and all the other teams in the ACC need that money.
And it's really good money for them because they're not really traveling far.
Right. Plus, I mean,
and recruiting wise, you can hit the
players.
The state of Florida.
The players deserve a bowl game too, and the Orange Bowl is no laughing stock. It's not like they're
the bowl they deserve is either the rose or the sugar. They don't deserve the orange.
The walk-ons bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter because here's the thing.
I want to play.
I would like to see if Florida State. I'm rooting for Florida State to beat Georgia,
of course,
just so that there is an undefeated. I'm really hoping that Texas and Alabama win. Sorry, Leroy.
I just want Florida State to win the AP national championship or the coaches poll.
They don't do that no more.
Oh, they don't have any.
Nah.
No, they have rankings, right?
They have rank. There's no more polls, bro.
Oh,
They must.
well, we can
What?
hand them the national championship, can't we?
Well, they're gonna do it for themselves, but they might do that, but nobody's gonna really honor them. Auburn went undefeated, nobody honored them. West Virginia went undefeated, nobody honored them. It's nasty work, bro.
Next year, though, 12 teams get in.
And 13 and
so
14 is gonna be pissed.
I know. I don't mind that as much. But so Alabama, Nick Saban, you can shut your ass up. I can talk when you get beat by LSU and somebody else next year. You're still getting in. We're still the best.
Nah,
team.
they should have.
We're gonna go to a bowl game and whoop the hell out of
They
somebody.
shoulda-
We're gonna say that we should have been in the job.
They should have called an audible, man. They should have called an audible.
And then someone said, what we need to do now, kind of like have a curve. Just the most deserving teams to get in the playoffs. If they're 6, if they're 7, then let it be like that. I said, so we can cut it off whenever Alabama gets in because that's what they want every year.
They want everything. Next season when the college football playoff happens, it's probably going to be how many? There's 12 teams, right?
It's every conference champion.
No, BS. It's okay. So it's every
from the top 5. I'm sorry, from
the top 5.
Yeah.
So the Power 5, all right. So that's 5 in. So guess what? The next 7's all going to be 3 from the SEC, 3 from the Big 12.
Well, there's only
Big 10.
Big 12 can't.
Yeah, there's 3 from the Big, and then probably one other team from the ACC. But it's basically you're going to a chance to give a 2 or 3 loss SEC team, or you know what? Or a 2-3 loss Big 10 team. Guess what?
I'll tell you what.
Guess what? You know who's going to make so much money now being mediocre?
No, I was going to say, go ahead.
James Franklin from Penn State.
Oh, yeah. He only lost to good teams.
He loses 2 games a season, and it's always against Michigan and Ohio State. And guess what? But they're always ranked in the top 10 in the bowls, in the rankings, right? Bowl rankings, right? They're always in the top 10. They never go down to like 20 or anything like that. They always remain in the high, in the upper, like either 10, 11, or 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's say you're brave. Riverboat gambler. Let's say you're Brian Kelly or James Franklin. It might behoove you to not make it to the conference championship game because you could still probably get in if you're in a really good conference and you have really good losses. Why put another loss on your resume? Why go to the championship game?
Nah, bro, it's time to forget that
and win the playoff game.
Nah, but Kuzan, it's time to go. Hey, I want to play Sister Helen of Notre Dame. I want to play those teams. It's time to. I'm giving a shout out to my old principal.
Oh, represent.
Shout out to that. But it's time to play the bad teams. It's time to play not the App States. I'm talking about the really bad teams. Not one of those teams that might sneak you, like a bad team. You know why? It's a win. And you win by 80 points or whatever, it's going to look good. You could lose a game now. It doesn't hurt you now to lose a game because it's a 12-team playoff.
It does not hurt you.
It does, and it doesn't hurt you when you lose the game.
Nope.
Before
Alabama can lose 5 games next year, they're still going to find a way to get in.
Before you can lose early in the season, you'd be all right. The latest you can lose,
week 5, 6.
Nah, maybe like around October. You would have to be really, really good, right? Like Ohio State and Michigan, and play each other at the end of the season, and then lose a close game where they still keep you like around in case these other the other teams that are ahead of you fall in the conference championship games. But you lose in September, you're not out of the college football playoff picture. Not anymore. Next year, you're not out of it regardless. Like I said, anytime you lose. But if you lost in November, like Ohio State did the last game of the season, there was no chance for them to come in this year's college football playoff. That is gone. But unfortunately for Florida State, you got to be the victim. You got to be the one to say that you'll always be remembered as the team that went undefeated and did not get in the college football playoff picture the year before it went to a 12 team.
You don't even get a rule written about you because it expanded. Eventually, hopefully, it'll expand to 64 teams like March Madness and 68 and however many are in the tournament now. And every team can play because that's.
And then that's the other thing. Remember, it's like how many teams in the NCAA? It's like 68, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna do whatever they can. And more money, more network coverage, more advertisement.
I know. Almighty dollar. Florida State got screwed. Back next with headlines here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. It's time for Sports Chat.
Brings up a good point. Florida State did get absolutely screwed. But you have to feel as though if you're a fan of the Miami Hurricanes, if the roles were reversed, you'd have gotten equally as screwed.
Oh yeah, they would have definitely. This would have happened. The only team this might have not happened to in the ACC probably would have been Clemson.
Yeah, because of their pedigree.
Because of their pedigree, and yeah, that's basically it. But this was UM. Say this was UM, and TVD was having a great year, gets hurt, and then Emory comes in, wins a game, and then you beat your rival. Say that the Florida State game was the last game of the season instead of the 2 weeks prior. This would have happened, and then you go and you beat Louisville.
Yep, it would have happened.
It would have happened to you guys, and I know you guys would have been pissed.
Now, here's the question. Let's say the roles were reversed and it was Alabama, and their starting quarterback got hurt, and they went then they went undefeated. They'd be in no matter what.
They'll be like, this is because of Nick.
And they're in the SEC.
And Nick Saban. Now, a question that was asked, like I said, I got to give a shout out to Stephen A. for this, was that if that was Deion Sanders instead of Mike Norvell as the coach.
Nah, that's different.
What he doesn't believe they would have kept Florida State out.
I agree.
And that's, because this is the thing. When you're telling me this, and this year, and this is what I hate. When you're telling me these kids and that coaching staff you're giving them 3 weeks to prepare for a team that they can't win.
Man, Florida State they did everything they were supposed to do. They still have a great defense. They still have weapons. They won games. I mean, shouldn't that count for something, that you can win games with your backup and your third string quarterback? That doesn't count for anything? Still winning? I don't know. And this is what they say. Now, Jordan Travis, of course, his injury was horrific. But let's say it didn't look so bad on TV. You're rewarding Mike Norvell to come out and be like, oh, he might play again. Yeah, sure. We'll have him ready if we make the playoffs. I mean, if he lied, would Florida State maybe have gotten in? I don't think so. I think
they weren't. I don't care what. I mean, if you really think about it, they could have beaten Louisville 40-0. They still would have.
The committee wants who they want.
The committee the committee is not going to keep an SEC team out of the college football playoffs.
No.
What was nasty though was that a lot of the people in the committee for 5 of them were from the ACC. So I don't know if this is I don't know if this is retribution for Florida State saying that they want to bounce. You know what? And shout out to our boy Richie, man. Richie was always saying that the team should go to the SEC. I understand. You know what? I agree with him. Florida State and UM should go to the SEC now.
100%.
I wasn't on board with it. I'm on board with it now because you could see that they're trying this. They definitely, this would have happened to UM. This happened to Florida State. This would have happened to anyone. And that's nasty work.
I've been saying it for months. Miami, Florida State, come on, let's go to the SEC. It's going to be inevitable. So why wait? Well, you probably can't get out of the contract, but nonetheless, you know how that goes. Let's get into some headlines real quick, and let's talk about what's happening in the world. Tyreek Hill says he'll buy an Aston Martin V12 when he passes the 2,000-yard receiving mark. Notice I said not if, but when he passes the 2,000 receiving mark. Dolphins face the Titans Monday at 8:15. Couple things.
Is he saying that he's going to buy, or is he saying it to throw it out there so that maybe the team buys it for him or somebody else buys it to him, or Aston Martin gives it to him for free for accomplishing something that's never been done before?
He might be manifesting.
Yeah, he's manifest. Good job. Good job. Good job.
It's like you and me sometimes. We talk about what we want. Maybe we get it. Sometimes we don't.
There you go.
I'm not talking about at work here at the radio station. I'm talking about in the world, like, free drinks at Duffy's and Plantation or something like that. Just stuff like that. The Dolphins. Look. Tyreek Hill. All he has to do is stay on his average of yards per game for the rest of the season, and he is going to break that 2,000-yard receiving mark. He has been fantastic. They play a pretty sad Titans team this Monday. Should be a pretty easy, when I say easy win, Vlad, it should be double-digit win.
Is Derrick Henry playing?
He's in concussion protocol, but they're expecting most likely that he will play.
Okay.
Now, that's one thing that's scary because they can take the air out of the ball with Derrick Henry.
I want to see
That's a way to ground an offense.
Way to stop an offense from performance. Keep them on the sideline.
Yes.
You know,
You win the opening toss, we will receive. You're not going to defer, we will receive.
there's some good matchups I like
We
to
are
see.
not giving those guys the ball.
D-Hop
Seriously.
versus the Dolphin secondary between.
Good news too. It looks like Javon Holland is getting more and more healthy, so he might be playing Monday. Although they might be resting him for the Big Three final games. We know those Big Three games circled on everybody's calendar: Christmas Eve, Dallas; New Year's Eve, Baltimore; possibly January 7th. Could get flexed to January 6th, my birthday, against the Bills. But we'll see. I always believe in playing. The Canes, they got robbed. No, they didn't. They're going to be playing Rutgers December 28th in the Pinstripe Bowl. I know a lot of people here in South Florida thinking about making that trip. I mean, New York City,
When is it?
Yankee Stadium, December 28th.
Nice one to spend New Year's in the city.
Not a bad idea. Don't go to Times Square.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, don't do the tourist stuff,
It's
bro.
like going to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. That's too much, man. It's Mardi Gras every day. Just calm down. But that wouldn't be a bad trip right there, man.
That's not a bad trip for the holidays.
Bad trip last night for the Heat. They lost to the Cavs 111 to 99. When Kyle Lowry and Josh Richardson lead your team with 17 points, you know you're having some issues. Bam did not play. That is, I guess, good news in a way. Not all. Nonetheless, Heat, they got back-to-back games against the Hornets Monday and Wednesday. Monday 7:30, Wednesday 7 o'clock.
Monday in Charlotte, Wednesday at home.
Okay. So it's 7 o'clock Monday, 7:30 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Got to do right. Got to do right against the Hornets. That's all I know. Did you know Inter Miami? They're going to tour Asia.
Yes, we knew about that after the end of the season. We just didn't know who they were going to play and when they were going to play.
One team for sure, the Hong Kong national team.
It's like a bunch of all-stars, right?
I mean, there can't be a bunch of true nationals out there balling like Qatar. You know.
Yeah.
Panthers did defeat the Penguins 3-1 last night. They face the Blue Jackets in Columbus tomorrow. A little matinee at 1 o'clock.
You can hear it here.
Speaking of matinees, 15th ranked Miami Hurricanes basketball team. They're going to host Colorado. Sans Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders. That is tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
You could hear it on 790.
You can hear it on 790. Musica Libre.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be playing some Latin jams and then bust right into Hurricanes basketball. Nothing says Latin reggaeton like Joe Zagaki's Dulcet Radio. And Danny Rabinowitz, too. Two guys that are all about the deep South Florida community. Copa America had its draw for groups. The United States will be bunched with Uruguay, Panama, and Bolivia. Hard Rock Stadium will host the overall final, and two group stage matches. One of them's going to be between Argentina and Peru. The other one, Uruguay and Panama.
Oh, all right. So
I want to go to
we're going. I want credential for
tonight. If you and I weren't so busy, Colombia versus Venezuela, Dry Pink Stadium, friendly. I would like to get friendly at that. Colombia versus Venezuela.
It's gonna be a lot of straws out
I
there.
almost said a word that begins with this. Well, you know, I almost said the cone word that I'm often almost about to drop on the radio. You and I could do some damage at that bad boy.
What are you, a bear?
I'm sorry.
What are you, a bear?
A bear?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know bears.
I hope I'm not thinking of the term that you're thinking.
I mean, that's your favorite term.
Bear.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe like the Wilton Manors type bear. That's the only bear that I can come to mind right now. I'm definitely not a bear. If you know me, if you're watching,
definitely not going to Wilton Manors for no bear.
Oh, you be careful out there, Vlad.
You might end up bear, but you know. No, that's going to be it's gonna be a match, a good friendly, and the weather's nice, so yeah, it's gonna be good.
Very friendly.
Good food, good atmosphere.
Yeah, good people.
A lot of gasolina.
Gasolina? Oh, I could think of another word, but I'm not gonna say it. I don't know about you, Vlad, but I'm loving this in-season NBA tournament. The final set.
Man,
who saw it coming? Indiana defeated
did.
Milwaukee. The Lakers, they did not defeat the Pelicans. They
yo,
the Pelicans.
Fam, we gotta talk about your squad, man.
Woo!
That was another molly.
They were lucky they only lost by 44.
Dude, what's wrong with Fatty? What's wrong with him?
He's up and down.
You think?
First of all, don't call him Zion Williamson fatty. Second of all, he's up and down.
So what do you want me to call him?
Don't call
extra
him
thick?
Because when he gets done with that supermax with the Pelicans, you know what team he's winding up with.
I don't want him if he's coming in looking like, son of Lawrence Taylor.
Trying to take care of his ladies and his babies.
Nah, well, he's not. I mean, I know that puts a lot of stress on you, but you can't be eating like that no more, man. No, that puts stress on you.
His body type.
Nah, he's got to stop. That was ridiculous, bro. That was ridiculous. He don't look right.
Pelicans always get the best of their guys. Always.
I like Bi. I like
Yeah,
Bi. I like Bi. CJ's, he's fitting his role.
Herb Jones is fantastic.
You got Alvarado, who's an annoyance.
Love him.
Yeah.
You see, that's the worst thing, man. He said if he won that $500,000 straight to his 2 children's college fund.
Well, guess what? You know who didn't care about that? Fatty McDunks.
Oh, LeBron James.
No, Fatty McDunks didn't care about that.
He had a rough game, man.
He had a rough 2 games. That Sacramento game, they bailed his ass out.
Yeah.
He did nothing, and then he's sitting there. Hey, what you guys gonna do if you win the NBA Cup? And then he's laughing, man. We're gonna wild out. He was.
How about no more wilding out for you?
Exactly.
You wild out enough with women, with children,
With food,
with whatever else you're doing. Switch it up a little bit. You saw LeBron James hand your you-know-what to you. Learn from that.
How can you be the face of the league when you see the present face at 39 years old? He's going to be 39 in 21 days.
Okay.
Or in 22 days. And you can't get in shape, bro? You can't leave the Wendy's Junior Bacon Deluxe alone?
I want to see a documentary on him like 10 years after he retires. Woo! Nonetheless, are you going to watch a championship?
Why? He's going to look like Nate Newton.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be
He's going to be a nose tackle.
Are you going to watch the championship game tonight between the
Of
Lakers?
course, I'm gambling on it.
The Pacers are one of the funnest teams to watch.
Over. Take the over on the total.
That's Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese is very good.
That guy can ball.
As
Can't play defense. No, they don't try.
You know what I hate? This is what I hate,
Where
right?
he played college at is another thing.
I forgot where he played college at. And there was a decision that Sacramento had to make. That was a tough decision because they drafted De'Aaron Fox, and in the following year they drafted Tyrese Halliburton. And Halliburton, I would say always got great athletes, man. That's a slept-on school.
He's from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, or at least he was born in Oshkosh.
He looks like an Oshkosh.
He looks like an Oshkosh guy.
Yeah.
Oshkosh gosh, that dude can ball.
But he can ball. He's got a great lot of young guys, athletic and who can shoot. Fellow Haitian Matheron, Benedict Matheron, Miles Turner still doing things.
I wish we'd have gotten him the Heat, man. God, we're so close. 2 guys I really regret not getting.
Bruce Brown,
Not Bruce Brown.
who got the ring and then he got the money. He was like, I'm out.
I think it's 2 guys I regret. And besides Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, the 2 guys I really regret. And we could have possibly gotten if we really tried.
Who, D. Mitchell and Miles Turner?
Yes, sir.
Both of them?
Both of them. We needed Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero's just as good as Donovan Mitchell.
By the way, when is Tyler coming back?
Who knows? Right before the trade deadline. I didn't say that. No worries. Ball out for these next 4 games, Tyler. Get that stock up. No, I'm joking. We love you, Tyler. Represent till we die. Can't get rid of you. Man. You saw what Donovan Mitchell did last night, too. Bald.
That trade deadline's gonna be crazy for the NBA.
Dude, Tyler's already sweating. Right? Tyler's this team. Well, they're not.
No.
They're not.
Let me tell you this:
without
if they win another, who they play, and they got some winnable games. This is nasty.
Let's say when
this is nasty. Hold on, let's look.
Bam gets healthy. Jimmy keeps balling.
What?
Man, I just know OKC's got a lot of guys. Tyler Hero in Oklahoma City. Wow. It's sadistic, but that would be hilarious for me. Nonetheless. Got some winnable games ahead of me.
No, how long is he out for?
We don't know. It's indefinite.
So what, say another 2 weeks?
Maybe.
Is he going to be back before the new year?
Yeah. Oh, man, I keep forgetting it's December. Let's say New Year's, around New Year's. I'll say that. I'm just saying that. I'm speculating. That does not mean that he's going to be back. But
it's just speculation. All right, the Heat are 12-10 right now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so they got they got a home and home with Charlotte.
Yeah,
they got 2 games against Chicago. That's another good thing.
Chicago's not that good either.
No, but the great thing about the Heat, they've played Chicago 2 games already on the road, and then they're going to play 2 games with them at home, and then they're done with Chicago.
That's good.
That's
good.
I think that's kind of good. You don't want to go to a cold city back to back. Like again, Chicago's a great city, but
I love Chicago.
big game against Minnesota 2 Mondays from now. At
Minnesota,
home.
very good. Very good.
And here's a big game. You can't sleep on them no more. The
Oh,
Orlando Magic, December
God.
20th.
They shut me up, man. Because I've made fun of them a lot. That Paolo Banchero, he can ball, man.
All right. So before they start their West Coast trip, which is December 28th, they head to Golden State. They head to San Francisco. And then, of course, the obligatory end of the year.
Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I got to sit through another New Year's Eve
No.
Utah
This,
game.
at least you're not going to have New Year's Eve this year. It's December 30th.
I want to be in St. Augustine anyway, so.
They'll be in LA for New Year's. That's good. Maybe Gabe might show them around.
Yeah, he's got nothing else
He
to
ain't
do.
doing nothing. Another Heat person.
Well, we lost that guy. We should have paid
I'll
him.
tell you,
You and I were both on the wagon. Let him go.
Laker players, Heat players that go to LA, they know how to get the bag and not play.
Woo!
So, okay, let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 games before the end of the year.
You win 7 of those 10.
You win 7 of those 10 without Tyler?
And it's helping the players.
Well, I think he'll be back. Yeah, you win
Yeah,
7 of those 10 without Tyler. It's got to start thinking that, February I'm getting traded.
That sweat starts pouring down his face, but you're not even playing. He's sweating though, man. Sweating it out tonight. Maybe not. Heisman Trophy ceremony at 8 finalists. LSU's Jaden Daniels, represent. Washington's Michael Penix Jr., like him. Oregon's Bo Nix, he's 150 years old. Congratulations to him. And Ohio State's Morgan Harrison Jr., very bad man. I like him. I like most of them. I don't really like Bo Nix too much. He's married. He's 50. He's played with every team under the sun. Played with Auburn. I don't know why I'm hating Bo Nix. That's odd. Jaden Daniels is going to win, though. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an LSU guy. My wallet says Jaden Daniels, not just my heart. Am I right? MLS Cup final today, by the way. Inter Miami could have been in it, but they started too slow and then they got nasty. 4 o'clock, defending champ LAFC versus the Columbus Crew. I'm going for LAFC. That's just me. Oh, and
You went back to back?
I wouldn't mind it. LAFC, they're one of the teams I like in MLS. Inter Miami, LAFC, Portland Timbers, St. Louis City. I don't know. And I know you're going to be very interested in this, Vlad. The Marlins.
The Vlad?
The Vlad. If there were a Vlad, that would be the
God, the Vlad.
The Marlins have re-signed pitcher Devin Smeltzer to a minor league deal.
Why would I want to re-sign Devin Smeltzer?
I don't know if there's
I don't even like the
anybody
guy's
right now.
name,
Let's get
Smeltzer.
into this. Hold on, let's get into the minutia of this. The Marlins have re-signed pitcher Devin Smeltzer to a minor league deal. Whew! Dodged a bullet on that one. Speaking of dodging bullets, let's real quick take a step into the day spa. A 20-year-old woman has been faking an illness for weeks in order to avoid her boyfriend, who plans on proposing to her as soon as she is healthy again.
Yo, shorty, why don't you just say you don't want to get married? Why you faking like you're sick?
Baby, you're still sick? Oh, man, I'm sitting on this ring. You know what she needs to do now? One of two things.
She needs to bounce.
She either needs to bounce or she needs to fake her own death.
Nah.
Either way, problem solved.
Nah. She just needs to tell him, look, I'm not ready to get married. It's all good.
Throughout my life.
Now, here's the problem. If he's one of those that's braggadocious going around town, like letting everybody know, hey, I'm going to propose to it. You propose to it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I don't want him to be that, that tool that he doesn't know what's going on. He can't read between the lines. Everybody knows she's not going to marry with you. She's probably slept around.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why she's sick.
Maybe she's pregnant with somebody else's kid. All speculation.
All speculation.
All speculations. All speculation. Maybe she got a bun in the oven and he wasn't the cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That opens up a different can of worms.
Different can of something. But nah, she needs to tell because he sounds like a tool. Sounds like a good guy. One of those good guys finish last type of guy.
Well,
probably got a good job, probably $80,000, probably really holds it down and stuff like that. But she's for the streets.
Love women that are for the streets. Lesson learned: never get married. The Dolphins, they may be number 1 in the AFC right now, but still not getting their respect. We'll discuss that next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
I'm gonna call him right now.
You're gonna get caught up, bro. Yeah, man. And by the way, that was Jay-Z. So happy belated Hove. His birthday was this past Monday. Yeah, the man is 54. And WQAM legend, Paulie the White Guy Bauer. Yeah, you know, if you remember the Dirty Boys back in the days, you remember Paul. That's my boy. Shout out, happy birthday. He's going with me to go see Scarface.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we got things going on.
We got
But
one more segment. In the last segment,
we'll just have fun. But yeah, man. Super Bowl plans for the Dolphins, man. That is, come on, bro. If having the Super Bowl in Vegas, isn't that the greatest part?
It should be there pretty bro. It's going to be part of the rotation. There's a rotation.
Oh, no, it's
Orleans,
definitely Miami,
Las Vegas,
Arizona,
San Diego, yeah.
LA's taking over San Diego.
Yeah.
Phoenix, Glendale, and probably Dallas.
But put everybody on a rotation, and then every once in a while slip in, whoever else wants to fit, or Kansas or somebody.
No, I don't want none of that. No, I don't want none of that. They got places. Let me tell you, the top 10. New Orleans, Miami,
Vegas.
Well, Vegas has moved. Vegas has moved in. Vegas and LA have moved in. And Phoenix, Glendale.
I just don't like that. Although Vegas.
What do you mean? All the Super Bowls are damn indoors. It's mostly.
Miami's somewhat indoors. Okay. I don't know why I'm hating all of a sudden.
Dallas, they got to do it because of Jera.
Yeah.
By the way, I love how everybody's listening. Like, what's wrong with Vlad? And I'm just using the accents of the cities and the people. You got to do it for Jera, for Jerry. Atlanta, you got to have it in Atlanta. No, you have to have it in Atlanta. Yeah, man. Atlanta's it's a major city, bro. It's a major city.
What do you do there?
Oh, there's things to do.
No, I mean, other than the adult things that we know about,
what else?
Women totally naked, and you get hot wings.
And what's wrong with that?
I know.
And then you go to Waffle House. You go to Waffle House at 3 a.m. and it's still partying going on. Yes, sir. All right then. It ain't the Waffle. That man, please.
Haven't been yet.
Waffle House in Atlanta is totally different. Waffle House anywhere else. And Houston's another city. Houston, Dallas. You got what?
Tabados? Is that what you're doing?
You know how many strip clubs?
I know, yeah. I mean, you got strip clubs anywhere. I go to strip clubs.
They're not as good. Listen, strip clubs everywhere. But if it ain't Atlanta, if it ain't H-Town, or if it ain't the MIA.
We're getting the football power rankings. Power rank strip club cities. Go. Las Vegas.
No. Power rankings number one. Power rankings number one is Miami.
Oh, I didn't know.
Bias.
Bikini Boy.
Local city bias. Yeah. Number 2 is Houston. Number 3 is Atlanta. 4 is Vegas.
Okay. Man, Vegas been slipping. Yeah. Been there, done that. Let's get into the NFL power rankings. Now, the Miami Dolphins make a top team in the AFC, but ESPN has their power rankings out. They are the top team power rank-wise in the AFC, but they are definitely not the top-ranked team in the power rankings for ESPN. Do you want to guess who was number 1?
San Fran.
How do you guess?
Because they mollywopped the freaking Eagles the other night.
Was that in Philadelphia?
That was in Philly. Oh, Ooh. Rocky shed a tear. Oh, man.
The game does not make a season. The season does not make a game. Philadelphia said, we're the one that counts.
Yeah, I don't think Philly wants to see that. Listen, did you see, fam, did you see what did I tell you? Okay.
I'll bet on Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
When Vlad says something,
78% of the time.
97% of the time. I like 78. That was the year I was born. I like that though. 96% of the time is right.
Really?
What have I always told you about a certain article of clothing? If you see somebody wear this article of clothing, do not mess with that man or person. Because they're about business and they're about to serve you an ass whooping.
Brock Purdy?
Debo Samuel did that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Debo Samuel's talking all the trash?
Well, it's like pulling out a gun in a knife fight. You're gonna use it.
He wore black Air Force Ones
Kill them.
in the pregame,
Kill them.
working out.
Uh-huh. He knows. He knows.
And what did he do? He proceeded to athletically kill the San Francisco 49ers.
Do that. It was nasty.
Oh my God. It was bodies everywhere. Stacking bodies and scoring touchdowns.
They even punched the security
Oh,
guard in the
that
face.
big Dom got pieced.
Homeboy got punched in the face and got kicked off the
Oh
field.
man, it was nasty work.
That's how bad it is. You get punched
Oh
in the face and
my
you get suspended.
God, the San Francisco 49ers, they punked you, Philly.
I don't like.
I'm sorry, Trevor, they punked you guys.
I know.
But they
okay.
needed to, though. They needed that win more so
San
than Philly.
Francisco, number one in the power rankings. Can you argue? Whatever. Number two, I guess you can make a good argument. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. They did beat the Miami Dolphins, so
I mean, they still have the best record in the NFL.
right. They got pumped. Number three, our Miami Dolphins at 9-3. They're up 6 spots. Pleasant surprise, and let's give this man some credit, Vlad. You and I talked about it. We said, hypothetically, at the beginning of the season, what if Austin Jackson plays well? Tua has less to worry about. And at the time, it was a very hypothetical. I would have bet a lot of my money. I'm trying to think of a percentage, at least 30% of my money, that Austin Jackson was going to be a free agent at the end of the season, looking for a team that would take his sorry ass. Man, I was wrong. I think a lot of people were wrong. Austin Jackson got paid the other day. 36 over 3 years now. He said he ain't waiting for free agency. He's staying.
And he's a young pup. Remember, he signed when he was 20, right? Like everybody was shocked. Yeah, that was a good deal.
On draft night, the very first thing they said, this guy's a project. It's going to take time. Well, we thought project take time 1 season. It took a little longer, but man, it is paying dividends now. Let's see what the ESPN Power Rankings have to say about our Miami Dolphins. Jackson flashed potential in 2022, but he wasn't on the field long enough to see it come to fruition. After playing 2 games last season, Jackson has not missed a snap for the Dolphins in 2023 and has anchored quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's blindside. Miami declined Jackson's 5th-year option as a 2020 first-round pick, instead asking him to prove himself. After an inconsistent start at the NFL career, he has done so far in 2023, and now he has got that multi-year contract. He is one of the major reasons. And you were right. Now, Vlad, when you said how many percent amount of the time you were right? 97?
96.
96. You said Teron Armstead was going to miss time this year, maybe a minimum of 5-6 games. I said, nah, man, he'll find a way to be healthy. Man, was I wrong about that also?
Death, taxes, and Teron Armstead missing at least 5 games in a season.
Now we got Austin Jackson. I can't believe I'm saying this. Now we've got Austin Jackson, one of the best offensive linemen in the league. Number 3 overall. Now the Baltimore Ravens, who are number 4. Oh, yeah, by the way, number 5, Dallas Cowboys. 2 of the 3 teams we're going to finish off the season with. Yeah, Buffalo Bills, number 9. Still don't want to give up on the Bills. 6-6. Got a hell of a schedule ahead of them. Can't give up on those Buffalo Bills, can you? Green Bay Packers have an easy schedule. They're 6-6. You can learn about them. That's actually pretty good, right?
Played very well.
Oh, just as I'm scrolling, seeing things. One thing that you and I were both very correct about. For a snap of the season, I like that CJ Stroud.
Nah. I've been giving you your props and your flowers for that.
Are you on the train with me?
No. I thought he was all right. I just thought maybe a lot of he didn't look. I'm not gonna lie. He didn't look like the brightest bulb in the socket. But
like Terry Bradshaw said, you ain't gotta be the smartest guy in the world to play quarterback in the NFL.
And that might have been just because of the rumors of that Wonderlic test that he took and stuff like that. Here's the thing, and also the team that I support, the players that they've selected from that university have never panned out. And their quarterbacks never panned out at Ohio State. But
your team's not even in the power league.
We're not. No.
Just think about
no. It's only top 10.
You have to admit the Jets are a dumpster fire of a mess.
Oh, no.
I told you, Tim Boyle. How you gonna love Vanilla Ice schedule? I told you, most winnable game on the schedule. Jets, Tim Boyle. He's not even on the team anymore.
No, we had to cut him. Hey, listen, man. We 4 plays in. That's it. It's just been 4 plays in.
And then you get a good draft pick.
Maybe. And we, hopefully we don't win.
You'll be hell to deal with next year, but we'll worry about next year.
Listen, I don't care about next year right now. I got to deal with now. But 9-3, Monday night.
Do you believe?
What with the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I got to see that Cowboys game.
Those last 3 games play a lot.
Just if they can go 2-1 in those last 3,
I think they go 1-2.
I don't know about 1-2 because to me 1-2 that means 4 your losses have been.
And you're not elite.
You're elite, but it's just you know what I mean.
I'll tell you this. I think Dallas Christmas Eve. That's a toss-up game.
Well, here's the thing. Dallas loses Sunday night to Philadelphia. I'm calling this the Battle of the Fraud Bowl.
Oh,
between Dallas and Dolphins because
ooh.
Whoever wins, both teams will need that game just to get that narrative off their backs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Monday night is a showcase game for the Dolphins.
Of course.
And I'm upset that for some damn reason,
that pissed me off.
The NFL has a second Monday night game. Again, in that Monday night game, the Giants and the Packers. Who gives a rat's ass?
Oh, why? Why do I need to flip between channels? What are you doing?
So I'm upset with that. I thought this was I thought this should have been a 100% Miami Titans game, and the showcase should be on Tua and Tyreek, especially on Monday night. The nation's watching. Remember, Monday night, everybody's watching. Now you got 2 damn games to watch. And by the way, none of the teams are good except for Miami.
And when someone thinks about the Mannings have to watch both games at the same time and talk about them. That's too much work.
And you're not probably going to get Joe and Troy. You're probably going to get Orlowski and Lewis Riddick and Fowler.
Whatever.
It's all right. But
game,
this game should have been a showcase for Tyreek, Tua, and the Dolphins.
Mike McDaniel.
Austin Jackson. Right. This should have, low-key, this is you know me. So I'm being objective here. This should have really been a showcase for them. Bad enough. They're already on every Tuesday on HBO Max with the in season. But this Monday night, that should have been.
I don't know what's going on.
That should have been Dolphins Titans. The whole country watch this. Dolphins go out, showcase who they are, drop 30 plus on the Titans, and then you wait. You play us. You probably mollywop the Jets, and then 16, 17, and 18. Christmas Eve, whole nation's watching 425.
420.
Oh, I'll be doing something at 420.
Oh, that's why you need that extra 5 minutes.
That's why I need that extra 5 minutes.
Okay, I got you.
So kickoff will be at 425. Burn-off will be at 420.
Smart move by the NFL, by the way. Maybe make it 430. I could use it.
That's a great one. Burn-off at 420. Kickoff at 425.
Perfect time. Give me
and then I really want to see, and if they were smart.
Nope.
You know they're not smart.
Nope.
They don't listen to Vlad and Dan.
What? It makes sense.
Baltimore, Miami should be flex.
Absolutely.
Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Who wants to see the Vikings and the Packers? I don't even know what the game is. I think it might be that game.
Midwestern special.
Nah. Baltimore, Miami, Sunday night, Tirico and Collinsworth, New Year's Eve.
That's something.
Dolphins win, and you go into what? They gotta put that New Year's Eve now. I need that for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it is for New Year's Eve.
No, I need that game's New Year's Eve night.
Oh, the night. Yeah, don't flex it.
I need that flex for New Year's Eve night.
So you beat Dallas, flex so the Baltimore Ravens.
You beat the Ravens, and then
you beat the Bills.
You beat the Bills, and then
you put everybody to bed.
You do that, you finish the season on like what, an 8-9 game winning streak.
You're everybody's darling.
And you be the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Everything goes through Miami. Somewhat home field advantage. We've talked about this in the past.
Yeah, it's not really a home field advantage.
Well, no, it's a home field advantage. It's just not as pronounced as maybe going to Philadelphia.
It's not a definite home field advantage, bro. Because here's the thing.
Okay, we'll debate that.
It's not definite. The fan base from those other teams are going to come down.
They already live here.
Most of them live over here, or they're going to come down. Oh, hey, we could go to Miami in January. Hell yeah! Come on,
South Beach, man.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah.
And they also think that Hard Rock Stadium is on South Beach, along with Casella Center and the Lone Depot Park and they think everything's in South Beach, just like everything's on Bourbon Street, New Orleans.
Well, it's not on South Beach, but those other arenas are at least a hop, skip, and a jump to South Beach.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Stadium is not a hop, skip, and a jump to South Beach.
Centrally located for Broward and Miami-Dade. Unless you live down
in Palm Beach.
Kindle or whatever. Sometimes. We're going to close out the show. Get ready for Army Navy. Go Army. Next, here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
right? Make sure
Ever.
the Odyssey app.
Trevor's the newest hire that they ever got.
Wherever you are.
Us, you and I were rehires, because, and I just called like, y'all need help? And they were like, yeah. Can you work? Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Closing out
Oh my God,
Sports
all right,
Day
cool.
here on
That was it.
560 WQAM with my cousin Vladimir Louison. I am Dan Day.
Can't give it nobody 40
It
hours.
happened
But-
here. Thank you so much for joining us. Army Navy is
They
next.
get
Go
upset when
Go Army.
you're not
I
able
do
to
have a
help
reason
them
for
out.
that. I'm not anti-Navy, but my uncle actually went to West Point. I cheer for Army. Now, one of my godfather's sons went to Annapolis, so I got love for both. Of course, I got love for Army Navy, but I'm an Army guy because my uncle went to West Point for a little while before he got kicked out of there. So, congratulations, thanks, Uncle John, and I'm going Army. Are you an Army or Navy guy, Vlad? Do you have a side? Are you go competitive game?
I'm Air Force.
Okay, there you go, Vlad. It's Mr. 98%. We got you, man.
I'm Air Force.
Tonight, don't wear no black Air Force Ones when you go on out to the Scarface 40th anniversary party. You know Al Pacino going to be there, and you know Al Pacino's got a mound to pitch from. Yeah, I'm just saying. He's not Pusha T, Pusha Ton.
That's
Got some hip hop now.
That's
right
pretty cool.
there.
That's pretty funny.
I'm going out to Art Basel or Art Basil. I call it Basel. I'm going to be probably hitting up some free juice. Last night, it was champagne and orange juice for free.
Mimosas.
Oh, man. Talk about feeling it this morning, man. But I'm going to hopefully have something different to drink. But I mean, those free drinks flowing. You go look at Art, you drink, you know. I'm already dressed for it. I put some cologne on this morning. So that's going to be cool. Army Navy tonight is the game.
No, it's the Army Navy's will be in an hour.
Well, I don't even know. I haven't seen
Lakers,
it.
Pacers,
That was last week.
NBA in-season tournament
I'm
finals
excited about
tonight.
that. Excited.
Um,
Let's go Lakers.
Heisman Trophy will be announced tonight.
Let's go Jaden Daniels.
I think he should win it.
This year, like I could see Michael. I would like to see Michael Penix win it also. I think, you know, he's been a great quarterback. It's been a great story. But Jaden Daniels can win.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels should win. And
If the Saints are listening, go ahead and draft him. Derek Carr, you're our guy for now.
and then what else we got? And then we got week 14 of the NFL season tomorrow.
It's going to be exciting. Of course, the Dolphins are going to be playing Monday night. That is an 8:15 kickoff at Hard Rock Stadium against the Titans. Do you think it's a big double-digit win for our Miami Dolphins?
It better be, so that people could talk very highly of them, because they, crap the bed. That's going to be talked about.
You know, that's the thing. All year long, oh, they beat up on all the whippy teams until they don't. And, like, I'm hoping that bubble doesn't burst, and all of a sudden on Monday night in front of the whole nation, when everybody's watching with Hard Knocks, everything going on, you go lay an egg. Shouldn't put that out in the universe, but I'm just saying. It's been miraculous that they have beat up on the teams that they're supposed to beat up on very consistently and done so very easily. So kudos to the Dolphins, Mike McDaniel, the whole staff. I believe they're going to be ready. I don't like the fact that Derrick Henry might be taking the air out of the ball a little bit, but nonetheless. Oh man, it's about Miller time. I'm about to go. I got myself here, Vlad. I'm going to say something to me. I'm not talking about other things that you and I talk about. Sophie Tucker tonight. Ooh, thank God no listeners saw me there.
By the way, I was upset that nobody even let me know that they were doing the QAM was part of the Hard Rock soft opening for the sports book.
Oh,
I see our beautiful salesperson Lynette,
Loveland.
lovely Lynette. I see Kenny. I see a lot of guys from our sister stations.
Yeah, Hawk and Crowder.
Hawk and Crowder were there. Solana was there in my neck of the woods, and nobody gave us a shout out. They were drinking, having a good time. Nobody mentioned anything.
We have a holiday party coming up on Tuesday.
I don't think we were allowed to mention the place or where it was going to be or anything like that.
Party.
Yeah, well, people, there's some sickos out there.
Well,
People might want photography and
I'm
stuff
pretty
like
sure Crowder can defend himself. I'm just saying.
that. Well, yeah, Crowder. But he's going to defend you?
I got myself. I got me. That's what we're going to leave on here. My cousin, I am Dan Day. We'll be back one of these days. Just keep it tuned to all the social medias, 560QAM, at Dan Day Radio, at Vlad2078. We'll keep you posted. We'll get you going. And maybe one day we'll fix these mics. Hope you have a great weekend. See you at Basel. I'll see you with Al Pacino. Whatever they do is their business. And we will see you soon here on Sports Day 560QAM.
Later, fools.
Bud.